The New Orleans City Council is considering updating the travel ban on non-essential trips for city employees after they say Mayor Cantrell violated it. Mayor Cantrell says the city doesn't have the money to pay the Orleans Parish School Board a $20 million settlement that's supposed to make up for years of withheld funds. The council implemented a travel ban to save the city money, but Cantrell took a trip to D.C. anyway. Alyssa Curtis has more on the council's next steps and how federal leaders are now getting involved.
The city council's travel ban isn't really sticking, as Mayor Cantrell took a trip to D.C. just one day after the ban went into effect. Her office says the trip was planned way before, but Council President J.P. Morrell says that doesn't matter.
I don't think that argument is valid.
So now they're going to try again. The current ban is in effect until April 30th, but Council wants to extend it until the end of the next budget season.
It prevents there being a layover period where a whole bunch of travel could be booked and that same argument can be made.
Plus, they're looking to add to it with a possible ban on alcohol purchases on the city's dime.
I've talked to surrounding municipalities. All of them banned it as well. So it's a very weird loophole. We should not be spending public dollars on drinking.
The mayor is now seemingly concerned with how budget cuts at the federal level may impact the city's budget, as she's met with at least one federal leader. But Council President Morrell says those proposed budget cuts shouldn't affect whether or not the city pays their bills.
It's kind of an interesting argument because the federal government is constantly in crisis. The state government is constantly in crisis. So if the argument is that uncertainty at the federal and state level mean that our budget is in disarray, that could have applied to the last 20 years.
Right now, budget cuts have not been confirmed, but there's a fear it could happen. Congressman Troy Carter met with Cantrell and says New Orleans receives tens of millions of dollars from the federal government annually. He says taking this away will drastically harm the quality of life for New Orleans residents. Morrell says an upcoming revenue meeting will give the city a clearer picture on whether or not the administration's budget concerns are valid. He says he expects a rosy picture with the Taylor Swift concert, Super Bowl, and Mardi Gras behind us. Alyssa Curtis, WWL, Louisiana.
We asked the mayor's office for an interview with CAO Gilbert Montano, but we haven't heard back from the city on that yet. We also asked if Mayor Cantrell was back in town.